thing I'll tell someone.
All right.
Don't do it so that I can make money now. It will come a point in time whereby the money starts flowing in. Always rule number one, be humble. Look for the people. You have to look out, because imagine us, we're driving all the way here, you know what I mean, just to reach out, you know. So that's what you're supposed to do. Humble yourself, work hard. I pray, and I'm a Christian, you know what I mean. All these blessings are coming through. But in terms of like making a profit, don't really be too agitated, or just have patience. When it's gonna time for like to strike gold, you strike gold.
It's not a 24-hour deal.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a deal breaker. Which you try to do a lot of shows in clubs, high schools. Just know your market. You know.
But yeah, thank you for that one. Do you think that you can make money off distribution, or do you think it's better to focus on the shows? Considering the industry right now.
Focus on the shows.
Oh, all right.
On the shows.
So what type of gigs are you getting now?
Like festivals.
All right.
Big concerts, club appearances, but I just put in a lot of work. Even sometimes I perform for free, just for me to get that exposure, get that crowd, get that extra fan. That's what I'm trying to do right now.
And I understand you're doing a varsity tour pretty soon.
Oh yeah, pretty soon.
All right, where are you taking the varsity tour?
Start off at Are, and AU obviously. That's the one. that's for me, because I remember that's actually where I.
Is it because Nzim AU is like the most elite uni?
I love my friends actually. So for me, it's just like I was home. And I remember I performed there recently. It was really cool. The response I got was really cool. Yeah, I love that place.
All right, where else? You mentioned Harare, you mentioned AU.
Michigan State University and Nasty.
All right, high schools? You do high schools?
Yeah, you know.
Because I feel like hip hop is stronger amongst the younger generation.
Exactly, that's right.
Yeah, so you know, it's different from your crowd is definitely different from the Jah Praiser crowd, but
very different. Yeah, very different. Very different.
But I expect with the moves that you're making, I expect to see you on a Jah Praiser poster.
Oh, yeah,
like you know, there's Jay-Z, King 98.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right, and let's talk about the industry here in Zim. Who is or who has made moves? I understand, I know perfectly well that no one right now in Zim hip hop has really made money. That is a fact.
I wouldn't really know.
No, that is a fact. No, that is a fact. That is a fact. We do not have any rich hip hop artists, though we like to talk about bling.
I think it just comes with hip hop, you know, and it's also things are really hard, especially like in the country and stuff. So then for us to like actually make money from music is really hard, because I stay in South Africa. That's where I make most of the money from. So when I come here, it's for me trying to push the brand, you know, grow home.
Go back home.
But it's really hard to actually make a lot of money in there.
And the prophet is not celebrated. It was your home. So do you feel like as you're coming in like from SA, it makes a better impact on the industry as opposed to if you were to start hip hop from here?
Oh, yeah. A lot of people take me seriously. Like in South Africa, where you from? I'm from Zimbabwe. Like, really? You from Zimbabwe? Speaking in Nigeria. So I want all those eyes to then come and look at Zimbabwe, and then look at also the other acts, the Henrys, the Hillsies, Union 5, Takura, you know, Stana, Tigos. Like, look at everyone else. That's what I'm trying to do.
All right.
Yeah.
Where do you see King 98, the brand, in let's say 4 or 5 years?
Wembley. We're gonna go to Madison Square Garden.
Oh, curtain closes.
Oh my gosh. You know, you spoke about something that I really, you know, took to heart.
Yeah.
You spoke about humility.
Oh yeah.
I mean, looking at your background, you know, you're a child that went to Watershed.
Yeah.
I mean, and I feel everybody's got a misconception of masala din.
If he has beef with anyone in the industry, the first bar would be that rich kid trying to start it with me.
Oh yeah. And you know, a lot of young people have that misconception of masala y'all, because y'all's going to Hillcrest and y'all's are going to Watershed and stuff like that. And you spoke about humility.
Yeah.
For me, it's something that struck me, and it's a lot of things that a lot of people are struggling with. How far has humility, you know, taken you in the industry? Because a lot of people have a misconception of humility.
For me, it's taking me a lot of places, you know what I mean? And I remember when I was talking to David, like, if you meet him as a person, he's really humble. That's the first thing I picked up from him. Like, he's really humble and super cool. So for me, that's just how I am as a person. People might see the bling and the chains, that's just the image, but as a person, I'm chilled, I'm laid back, and you know, I just want people to spread love amongst each other, especially in the industry. That's why we don't grow. There's a lot of fights. People are known maybe for fights instead of music, instead of making hits. You know, when we're debating about rap, we're supposed to be saying, yo, King 98 Wacko versus who, whatever. Not like personal things and, you know, trying to sabotage each other. So people should just grow to love each other and try as much as we can to lift up the country.
And people should stop putting out lists of who's the best and
Nah, that's for the fans. You know, if you're not there, then you're not there, but yeah.
And then your dad, we
Oh,
spoke
yeah.
about your dad being there because you spoke about, you know, I'm putting out the work,
Yeah.
but you just got your dad supporting you.
Oh, yeah.
How essential has that been, having him as a pillar?
That's the biggest blessing ever.
Wow.
That's the biggest blessing ever. And I don't even regret it anyway. Now, I used to be so uncomfortable of saying it, but now I can see it properly because I'm putting in work.
Uh-huh.
You know, people actually realize now, it's maybe in January start off as hate, but now people are now quiet. They now start to approach you and stuff, you know. So my dad, big shout out to him. For him, it's like, okay, I'm going to give you this chance. It's make or break.
Oh, yeah.
So now I'm making it, and he's actually so proud of me and he's happy. So yeah, if I see him, he has a smile on his face, and I'm also happy as well.
And do you see yourself starting a record label? Do you see yourself signing anybody?
Oh,
Would you
definitely.
focus on Zim or would you focus on SA?
I'll focus on Zimbabwe because that's where I'm from, and that's
Alright.
what we have. And there's a lot of talent in here, a lot of talent, especially in
Right.
hip hop. You know,
Anyone in particular that you'd think if you were to start a record label you would sign?
I'll stand all my friends. I got a lot.
Keep it in the family.
I have a lot of friends, you know, who rap and stuff, you know. So I'd rather say my friends because
Out of the whole crop of Zim hip hop artists,
Okay.
who did you say? I know me myself personally.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still a bit disappointed with 10 Diamond. I believe he
Oh.
would have made it far. I think he's just said to himself,
He just
ah,
gave up the music.
this is not my thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, with the vibe that he has, the craft that he has,
And the talent.
and the talent, yeah. I was thinking 10 Diamond right now would be 10 Diamond, J. Cole, collabo
Oh, yeah,
type
yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
Who amongst that crop of rappers do you think can also make it? Others are still trying.
The next person that's there is Takula is definitely there.
Oh, all right.
He's just left with like a 2% there. He's there, like he's on the door. He's just about to bang it. When he's gonna bang it, it's gonna be crazy.
All right.
There's a kid named Union 5 as well.
Uh-huh.
He's got mad bars,
Alright.
mad spirit. There's also Henry as well. He's got mad bars as well. But I genuinely work with the kids.
What do you prefer, bars or flow? Because I'm on that note, because I want to talk about T Gon's Maskiri, and then we've got the.
yeah. Now, for me, I think I work with the flow because I'm still a kid. I'm 21. And
Uh-huh.
look at the new wave trap. There's the young thugs, the little babies. Guys. So most kids like that stuff, you know. And one thing about music nowadays is that people don't really listen to the words. It's more of the melody. When it kicks in, you know, it's just
Yeah.
like never gave up, but now I'm dancing. So I genuinely work with the flow, but bars as well. That's hip hop as well.
All right. So bars, flow, and then what else?
And
Mix.
style, bro. You have to have that aura, bro.
I keep trying to tell artists that, you know, the biggest challenge that we have is you rapping about bling, rapping about
Yeah.
bottles, and then we see you in the street.
You know, and it's really hard to maintain that type of stuff, you know.
So what should I do? Okay, if
Yeah.
I don't have the money. Okay, I don't have all of that.
Okay.
Should I go and just go get all the fake stuff and wear it, and then when I go in the street, or should I just present myself?
Fake it until you make it.
I don't know because
That's dangerous.
because
That's
there's a
dangerous.
very thin line with pretending
Oh, yeah.
and faking, because eventually you're gonna break,
Okay,
and you know the criticism. Social media is rough like that.
For me, just rather be yourself. Just be you.
Okay.
Just be you. When you wake up at home, you jump outside, just be you. Try as much as you can to present yourself, but if you know that, okay, can't really afford this chain or this rig, there's gonna come a point in time where you can afford that. Just be you. Just be you.
And on that note, we're going to open up the lines on 020-60308 or 0719-103-103. And you can call in and you get to talk to King 98 because we have him in the building. Mad talent, mad talent. And just before you call in, I'm just going to drop in Francesca, the name of the album from King 98.